So we've been thinking a little bit, or starting to think a little bit about migration. So remember when we had our expert on Friday, Sarah Huckensmith, and she works for Tahoe Institute for Natural Sciences, and so they put this together, where we see this picture of the robin, and it says reading about migration. So it gives us some information about what it is. So I'm going to read it, and I'd love if you could follow along with the words as I read it, and we do some thinking about what migration is. Okay, I have to put my glasses on. Many animals move over great distances from one place to another in search of resources such as food, space to raise their babies, mates, or better weather. Although some animals are able to find food despite the harsh snowy winters, some animals can't find enough food during Tahoe winters, forcing them to travel elsewhere. In spring, the snow melts, plants grow, and more food becomes available, inviting animals from all over North and South America to spend their time here in Tahoe, and sometimes breed in the warmer months. In springtime, Tahoe sees animals arriving, leaving, and passing through. Bald eagles and several duck species may travel north to Alaska and Canada from Tahoe at this time. Other animals like American robins, tree swallows, and mule deer migrate back into the area in the spring. A third group, including snow geese, sandhill cranes, and painted lady butterflies, may be seen migrating through the Tahoe area at this time. Other animals may only use Tahoe as a rest stop on their journey to somewhere else. For example, Arctic terns are birds that travel from the North Pole to the South Pole each year and have been spotted in Tahoe along the way. Scientists can predict when animals will migrate because these travel patterns typically occur or happen around the same time, such as with changing seasons. While most animals migrate every season or seasonally, some, including fish or zooplankton that live in Lake Tahoe or in the ocean, migrate up and down through the water column daily. Every day they migrate. They do a little migration path. All right. Navigating through migration. Migrating animals navigate in a few different ways. Some sense magnetic fields that surround the earth, much like a compass. A second way animals navigate during migration is using features in the sky. Birds can figure out where they are in the world based on where the sun is in the sky. Many animals use the night sky to navigate. Some animals look for a bright star like the North Star, while others look for star patterns or track the moon. Other animals may simply follow landscape features such as mountain ranges or rivers, often along pathways learned from older animals. How interesting. So, it says here, have you ever noticed how some flocks of birds fly in a V shape? Why do you think that is? Think about two possible reasons this might help the bird. It says here, discuss why you think this with a family member or a friend. Here's another question to ponder. Birds are most often seen migrating in the evening. Why do you think that is? Think of a possible way this could help the birds and tell that to a family member or a friend. Interesting. Okay. Here's an idea that's called an animal survey. And one thing you could do is that you could spend every day this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you could use a different page of your bird notebook and write the day at the top. On one day, write Monday. On another day, write Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday. You would need 5 different pages for this. And it says each day Maybe in the afternoon, go and sit in the same spot. Maybe sit in your sit spot and count the number of animals that you see. After 5 days of your experiment, think about these questions. What was the greatest number of animals that you saw in any one day? What was the smallest number of animals you saw in one day? What kinds of animals did you see? And how many animals did you see total over 5 days? So if you sit and you start today and you write Monday and you sit in one spot, anything, even an ant, I'm seeing some ants right now. An ant, I see a bird right now. I saw a squirrel before. Any animal I see, I'm going to count it. And I'm going to write down all the names of the different animals that I see. I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes. And I'm going to come out at the same time tomorrow and see how many animals I see on a different day. All right. Enjoy your observations. And we'll also do quite a few activities this week to think about migration, and which is moving from place to place, and navigation, which is finding your way.